Hey guys, what's going on? It's BLK here with some Division Beta gameplay. It's one of the missions from the beta. The actual full game comes out next week, Tuesday, I believe. And today, I'm just here to talk about my thoughts, because I'm an avid Destiny player. So let me preface this by saying I know they are not the same genre, and they never pretended to be. That aside, I bought Destiny back when it came out, copped a console, played it a bunch. It was beautiful from the perspective of music, FPS combat, and aesthetics. The raids were fun the first few times, as were the missions. The PvP was up and down. A lot of broken stuff at the very beginning. Vex Mytho class, for anybody who plays and knows the history of the game. But that's where it fell flat. It essentially boiled down to a constant grind to keep you playing, rather than enticing you to play. They made raid loot drops ridiculously rare at the beginning, and even getting them would not guarantee perfect stats, at least in the Dark Below and in the Taken King. And exploration, exploring the world just boiled down and running in circles for chests and planetary resources. You actually didn't want to see other players, since they might deviate you from your normal route and despawn in node/chest. And player interaction, there was nothing meaningful. You could see players out in the world and at the tower, but there was no real way to communicate with them, adding them to a party chat, or going through the cumbersome messaging system. And even then, they likely didn't respond. You only had matchmaking for basic PvP and a handful of activities, Strike, Playlist, and the PoE when it came out. There was no in-game method for setting up parties to tackle raids or nightfalls. Bungie even advocated using a third-party site for that, which was way more effort than the general population wanted to put in. Then, you have a game like The Division. You have an easy matchmaking interface for missions, a global chat, the Dark Zone, which I'll be covering in the next part of this video. It's a two-parter, so I'm just going to show you this first mission, then another mission for the rest of the Dark Zone talk. And they have an actual meaningful loot system. Like, as far as we can tell from the beta and the alpha, the only grind is leveling up your base and Dark Zone ranks. I don't believe you can stumble across people in the non-Dark Zone world. Like, I think you're on your own little set server that your friends can be a part of and stuff, but I don't think it's like an open server. This might be due to some instancing issues. Maybe that'll change upon release. I'm not too sure. But I know in the Dark Zone it was really easy to find people to play around with, due to global chat and finding people in the hub when you're like making your little base or whatever. And the loot, in my opinion, is great. You will probably frequently get useless loot normally, but you can break it down for crafting materials, which we couldn't use in the beta, unfortunately. But in the full game, there's tons of crafting and stuff that wasn't touched upon in the beta. You're probably able to make relevant gear and ultimately in-game gear for the raids they said are coming. Sorry about that. Like, you just don't hope and pray you get some good gear randomly from like an activity. You'll be actively working towards it. And the vendors carry holdover gear that you can pretty easily work towards. So I think it's going to be a very, very, very good game from what we played and what I've seen so far. I'm super excited for it. I don't think it's going to be better than Destiny as far as like a long haul, but I still think for what it's pitching itself and what it's presenting itself for us to enjoy and play, I think it's going to be a great time. I think it's going to be a great game, and I hope all you guys will enjoy it. Enjoy me playing it, enjoy me streaming it, and enjoy playing it with me. And I hope whoever picks it up, I hope they just have a good time with it like I will. And like I said, this is a two-parter, so I'm gonna leave you with the end of the gameplay right here, or leave you with the gameplay ending right here. You can watch the end of the mission, and I'll talk about the Dark Zone in the next video. And I'll see you guys there.
That's a wrap. System's clean.
Oh, and my apologies. The game comes out on March 8th, not next week, but the week after next. And technically, I'm recording this on a Sunday, so I meant like 2 weeks from now, like next week. But my bad for the confusion, guys. And like I said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. See you there.